How far will you continue programming? This question is really good and shines because no one has asked you before. 99.9% of videos focus on where to start programming, but nobody says how far. I'll tell you and I'll warn you that after this video you might put programming aside. Every job has 3 stages: beginning, continuation, and end. The beginning is challenging because it's the hardest part, so that's why everybody is talking about it. Continuing involves a path with reward because more work equals more and better result in that work. And better result mean more money, so we keep going. That's why the end of it isn't as noticeable. Today, after 10 years of programming, I want to tell you how far you should go. What should I do after 20 years? Or is it better to say, what's next? If you're built like a Chinese robot for programming without purpose, even in the best case, you'll become a programmer for a huge company like Google. That pays well, right? But have you ever thought that without your knowledge, Google wouldn't exist? Or do you? To help you understand better, I recommend listen to Alex's story. Alex was a gold miner. He had excellent expertise in developing Amazon gold mines. A wealthy Italian merchant named Marco paid good money for this expertise to miners. Alex worked alongside dozens of others for this merchant, and the merchant gave a percentage of the gold found after extraction to the miners. More skill and experience equated to finding more mines and a higher percentage for the miner. Everyone was happy because of the good money they made, but Alex had a question bothering him. If I'm a gold digger, why don't I own gold myself? That simple question was enough for Alex to exit the matrix. Well, you're pretty naive if you think everything is going well for him. Before I tell you the end of Alex's life story, as a programmer, I must answer this question first. Is being an employee worth it? Being an employee has its advantages. You don't need to worry about anything other than money. All the problems you're solving are someone else's problems. All the bugs you're fixing belong to someone else. At the end of the day, all that matters is paying your installment and getting a raise. The reality is, even if you're an employee of a great company, you don't have to bother yourself much. And you don't need to use your brain for real. But if you want to exit the matrix and eventually use your brain properly, you'll encounter the biggest problem you've ever experienced. A problem Alex also faced. What's that problem? When Alex decided to use his skill and start his own businesses, 2 things happened to him. 1. He no longer had the equipment Marco provided. In reality, Alex don't own any of his assets. He just had delusions of ownership. Number 2. Alex no longer received Marco's monthly salary because he couldn't work for him and devote time to himself. Here, Alex encountered the biggest problem in his past. Both for living his life and for buying equipment, he needed money. Yes, money. But wait a minute. Before you get discouraged and say, well, I don't have money, so screw it, and move on with your life, let me tell you what Alex did that might surprise you. Can't you do it without money? What is money? It seems it's a means to easily acquire more and spend less time on various issues. It means without money, you can go into a jungle today and with great difficulty and by acquiring some skill, live there for the rest of your life. Sure, maybe luck will favor you, you'll inherit a good fortune, win the lottery or make a good investment or have a good saving account. But if you don't have any of those, time multiplied by difficulty equals money. It means that instead of money, if you spend a lot of time and effort and endure a lot of hardship, you might not become Elon Musk, but you can eventually run your own businesses. That's exactly what Alex did. He spent a lot of time continuing his work without equipment and endured even more hardship, but eventually reached his goal and become the owner of his first mine. As a programmer, nowadays, your skills are as valuable as a gold miner's skill in ancient times. Without programming, nothing will happen. Even this job of being an employee or a freelancer is being challenged by artificial intelligence. So, to answer the question of how far to continue programming, it's better to say continue until you acquire enough skill to become your own business owner. This can be easier for programmers than others. Real life is experienced by the owners. I started on this path too. I am at the beginning, and one day I'll let you know about it. And if you think I can help, we can go together.